Hello, my name is Ian Green from ianjgreenpiano.com, and today we'll be looking at a new material from the Piano Adventures Level 2A lesson book. And this piece and exercise is called Cheers for D Chords, or also known as D major chords. This can be found on page 35. Now, there's a corresponding page that explains the formula of the major scale. And we'll talk a little bit about that in this video as well, plus also have an instruction on how to play the piece, Cheers for D Chords. So the way that the five-finger scale works is we have what we call a pentascale. So we can play a scale that starts on the first five notes of any scale. And the scale pattern is whole tone, half step, whole tone. And when we play that on any key, we hear that sound of the major scale. And we can do the same thing in the key of D, for example, which is outlined on page 34 of this book. And by the way, I'm using the Kindle version that you can purchase on amazon.ca or amazon.com. If you have the book as well, too, that's also great. Here's what it sounds like. We have whole tone, where we skip up to F sharp, half step, whole tone. So then it sounds like this. And we have D, E, F sharp, G, and A in the pentascale. Now you can hear how in the right hand exercise, in the middle of page 34, we have the scale and also some chords too. Let's play the left hand. Now, putting that into context, the D major chord is created when we play the first, third, and fifth notes of that pentascale. In other words, D, F sharp, and then A. Now, the D major triad can also be played like in this song, Cheers for D Chords, where we play using the pedal and we switch chords by crossing our hand over. You can see that high chord is slightly out of the camera reach, but you can still hear the tune there. That's what we call a blocked or solid chord. In line 2, we have broken chords. Then we also go over to C major as well too and do the same idea. So first we have in the first line D major solid chords. Second line is broken chords in D major. Line 3 is C major as a solid chord. And then line 4 is C major as a broken chord. And here's what it sounds like. And what I did was you could hear as well too is I played the whole page, but then you can go back and play the first two lines again to hear how that all fits together to create a nice song. And that's also marked at the bottom of the page there. So you can see how the chords are created nice and smoothly. Plus there's also the transition of your hands crossing as you move up the keyboard. So have some fun as you practice this exercise and new song as we prepare for other songs too that'll be coming up later in the same book. My name is Ian Green from ianjgreenpiano.com, and it was a pleasure to be with you today. Have some fun as you continue to practice your piano. And also, please if you haven't done so, like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can see other videos that come up in the future. Thank you, take care, and have a great time as you play the piano.